What's going on, everybody? Gentleman94 here. Welcome back to the channel. So glad you guys can join us. Today we are going to be taking a look at my official entry into the TwinBrit group build hosted by Tim Hedworth over on the Facebook page called British Aviation in Scale. As you can see from my phone here, we are looking at January 29th. It's a Monday. It's almost 9 o'clock. I wanted to go ahead and pull the kit out, do a quick unboxing, take a look at what we have in store for us. This group build started on the 15th of January, so we're a little bit behind, and it goes until March 17th. So I should be able to go ahead and push through, finish this bad boy up. This is what I'm going to be building. This is a Tamiya 1/48 scale Bristol Beaufighter Mark VI. I'm really excited to go ahead and crack into this and check it out. I don't know much about the Beaufighter, but I know it looks cool, and I know it packs quite a punch. It's got tons of guns on it, lots of weapons. And yeah, it looks pretty neat from the box cover. So let's go ahead and open this up and we're going to check it out. We have a night fighter version. Looks like we have a camo version. Then we have on the front cover, looks like something in like almost desert camo. So that's kind of cool. We'll probably lean towards the desert camo one because, well, that just looks awesome. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull this packaging apart and let's open up and see what we have inside. From first examination here, the parts look clean. They look nicely molded. Everything looks crisp. Let's go ahead and pull out one of the sprues here. Looks like we've got the tail. Let's move that aside. So, looks like on this sprue, we've got the fuselage halves. We've got the cockpit tub. This has two crew members. It's got a pilot, and it has some sort of a rear, maybe a radio operator or observer of some sort. So this is definitely fitting into the TwinBrit idea. And of course, it's got two engines, so that also helps. Let's go ahead and zoom in for you, get you a close-up on this cockpit. As you can see, the detail is nicely molded. Everything really looks pretty sharp. Yeah, this is actually really nice stuff. I like this. It looks good. A lot of these parts are pretty crisp. We've got, yeah, it looks like some bulkheads. Here's the fuselage side. As you can see, we have all the stringers and all the, support structures all molded in. We do have a few of these injection marks, so that's a little disheartening, but I don't think you'll see them. That should be okay, because the fuselage will be closed up. It'll be dark in there. Shouldn't be able to see really anything in there. It's got a couple different noses. We have a longer nose and we have a short stub nose. Let's go ahead and check out the next sprue and see what else we have in store for us. The tail looks clean. It comes in two pieces. Doesn't look too bad. It's got nice molded detail on the rudder there. That's always nice to know. Of course, we have our polycaps. That's probably going to be for the propellers. They probably spin or something. So that's kind of neat to have. So we'll put that aside. And this is a double sprue right here, the same exact sprue. We've got the gear bay doors, we've got the cowlings, we've got a pilot. That's kind of neat, though I don't think I'll include them. We've got our engine faces, and they're pretty Spartan. There's not a lot of detail to those, but maybe we won't really tell. Maybe the cowlings are so close you won't really see it. I don't know. We'll have to check when we get closer to that. Here is the cowling itself. This is really nicely molded. It's a very cool detail in there. We have these interesting looking kind of spiky exhaust rings. That's kind of cool. Of course, the wheels, always nicely molded. I mean, resin would probably be better, but I don't think I'm going to go that far and buy any sort of replacement parts for this. I'm just going to build this out of box. At least that's my plan. Let's go ahead and check the wings now. Let's pull this out right here. This actually looks really, really nice. So here we have the fuselage. We have the guns below the fuselage. They're probably like 20mm cannons. We also have the machine guns here on the wing tips, and there's some really nicely molded details, panel lines, clasps. Same thing with the other side, though we only have two machine guns, and we have some landing lights. Then we have our back rear stabilizers. And yeah, man, this looks really nice. Tamiya always does such a good job with their parts and pieces. Nice and crisp, very clean. These are really cool, though I might want to drill these out so that I have a little bit of 3D effect to them. But other than that, they look pretty nice. Moving on, let's check out the clear parts. Now, the clear parts look great. Tamiya always makes nice clear parts, so I'm not too concerned about that. We have our choice of two different rear, observation bubbles. We have the one with no gun, and we have one with a gun. Then we have our front canopy right here. Looks like it's open on the top, so we might be able to pose this open so we can get a little bit of a glimpse on the inside cockpit, assuming I can build it up and it looks good. I think a little dip in future, and these will really, really sparkle. So that is awesome. So let's go ahead and check out the instructions. These look pretty standard. We've got our picture of the Beaufighter right here. We've got a little bit of history on it. Of course, opening up, we've got all the tools and the different pieces and parts, and we have some painting. Let me zoom in for you here. We start off with the cockpit, as you can see here. Everything looks pretty simple. We do have a pilot and all the paint callouts for the pilot. I don't think I'll be using that. We have two different versions. We have one with the rear machine gun and one without the rear machine gun. I think I want to do the one with the machine gun. That might be kind of neat to have. Looks like step 2 and step 3 all deal with the cockpit and inserting that into the fuselage. There's some very large tube. It's like some sort of communication tube or something. I don't know. It's interesting. Moving on to the tail, to the wings. Everything looks pretty simple. I don't really see anything that jumps out as being problematic here. Tail wheel goes up inside there. Yep, it looks good. We're going to be able to do some really cool weathering with this, especially if it's like that desert camo. I think that should be really, really fun to do. We also move on to the landing gears. We've got rockets. Looks like we can carry 4 rockets on each wing. I think I would probably like to do the rockets. Never done anything with rockets before. That should be fun. Moving on here, we have, looks like the installation of all the parts and pieces onto the wing. Looks like this is really kind of an interesting looking exhaust area right there. It's very spiky, almost like a cactus or something. Got the rear tail planes going in. We've got the front cowlings and the wing onto the fuselage. Now on to the markings. Like I said, we have 3 different versions. We have one that served in Malta. I really kind of like that. That's the most like the desert camo version. That's cool. It's got the rear machine gun. That's actually what I would probably want to build. It also has the rockets, which is kind of neat too. So that should be the one I most likely would lean towards. But I mean, you never know once I can start building it. We also have one that was stationed in Scotland. So it's got that nice green and gray camo pattern, which is amazingly cool. No rear machine gun though. Looks like an observation plane maybe. And then we have a night fighter as well. Also no machine gun. That would all be black probably. And I don't know how to weather black. So I think I should probably wait till I'm a bit more experienced before I tackle something like that. But very cool. I got to say, beautiful instructions like Tamiya does. No complaints about that. Super excited to go ahead and start this one. So let's look at the decals. The decals, let's pull these out of the bag right here. Oh, stuck in there a little bit. Let's check these. I did read a review that said these are not very good decals, but I don't really see a problem with them. They look fine. We have 2 different versions of the markings here. We can add the red rondels in the middle. It's kind of interesting. We've got the tail codes. Yeah, looks good. Very simple. Should be easy enough to place on the model. So we have one more sheet that comes here in the model, and that is this one right here. These look like they're actually 1/48 scale. So let me go ahead and let's check that. Line this up and let's see if this fits. Look at that. It totally does. That is super cool. I love it when Tamiya gives you these type of camo patterns because we can make a copy of this and I can use that to cut out the actual camo pattern and I can get a very nice clean demarcation line. So that is awesome. So that's about it. I mean, I think this model looks amazing. I'm super excited to go ahead and start building on this. So let's go ahead and put everything back in the box. I just wanted to show you a little brief look at the kit, show you guys what I'm going to be building, and to announce my entry into the TwinBrit. I'm really excited. Big shout out to Tim Hedworth, both on YouTube and on Facebook at British Aviation in Scale. I think this is going to be a really fun group build and I'm going to have a blast. I don't know when I'm going to be posting these videos because I am still working on the 50th anniversary Harrier group build and I do have Sci-Fi Wednesdays trying to finish up the Enterprise E. I don't know if it's going to be regular weekly updates like I do for my other video series, but I'm going to try. So until the next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and check out Tim's YouTube channel, link in the description below, and check out the Facebook page over at British Aviation in Scale. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Happy modeling, and we'll see you soon.